We've reassessed the data and we're at a stage now on the next step that we're de-risking, and we want to now, other than radar, the sub-peat soil sampling, the remote sensing, structural information. We've done a lot of structural mapping. We had an expert come over, a consultant independent of us, to assess all the work, and his work says if you picked up this 12,000 kilometres of the Falklands and put it in Central Europe, you would have people falling over themselves to get it, because all the peats he see adds up to that there should be something here. So I'm here at the moment doing some more sub-peat soil sampling, which involves putting a hand auger through the peat, which some places have been 4.5 metres deep, and recovering a bit of clay from below, and then that gets sent away for assaying. So it builds up a picture. So we're now approaching the cycle where we'll start planning to start drilling again. Any type of mineral exploration, you have to spend money, and you have to look for investors. Investors who come in on an early stage, because if they know you have success, they know then that direct interest, and it's like any stock market share. I mean, you want your share, the value of your asset to go up, and the asset here is the exploration license. So the drilling is going to happen as we progress, and we're in talks with investors and looking at other options of raising money to purchase the drill rig, to bring it down on a much smaller scale than FGML, because again, we're now focused, but we're just planning to get drilling by potentially end of the year. But we know we have to do all our regulatory reporting and planning and submitting for permits, which is fine. I mean, that's the same anywhere in the world. So those steps are starting to happen. The question you've got to do is find the gold first. What other mineral you're looking for? Then you've got to work, is that gold in a potentially commercial quantity? If it is a commercial quantity, you've got to better work out accurately how many tonnes of this rock has the gold, how much gold's in those tonnes of rock. Then you've got to work out how can you extract that gold. You've got to environmentally look at it. How are you going to mine? Are we going to mine it underground so there's only a minimal surface impact, or will it be something like Pony Pass Quarry? We don't know. It's how long's a piece of string. It can be up to, and it depends what it is, from 3 to 5 to 7 years before you're even at that stage. So you've got to take it very carefully, and each stage up the ladder costs more and more money. So if we do mine gold, there's a royalty to pay to the government, but if we go to that stage and have an operating company, then obviously the benefits coming in from company tax and people living and working. Bottom line is find the gold, prove it's economic, talk to the government to say, oh, this is what we want to do, and then cover all the hurdles that are required. And I've lived here before. I love the place and I respect the environment, and we just make sure we just do the right thing all the time.